There we go. Everyone behave. It's now being recorded.
Okay.
So welcome, November team of midlifers. There are 14 of us, all stepping out. 13 of us are doing the trek. Sadly, Claire is coming home. Claire, where have you gone? Oh, you're there. Claire is coming home after week 1, but we might persuade her to stay on. Who knows? Anyway, the purpose of today is for you all to meet me, for those that don't know me, team leader. Uh-huh. I take my role very, very, seriously, and there'll be no messing about while we're out there, let me tell you, because the key is that we are all get used to the altitude so that we are ready for the big trek at the end. But the plan is, while we're getting ready for the trek, we're going to have an immersive, cultural, awesome experience. Okay? So the plan of tonight, we're going to go through your itinerary and flights. We're going to go through the accommodation, cash, Wi-Fi, jewelry, top tips, the average amount of that's kind of the average amount of money, and last but not least, the kit. Okay, because that can drag on that conversation. So if people have had enough, they can just flip off at the end while we go into the ins and outs of what we're all going to pack. Okay, so if you let me waffle on each segment, then we can have a Q&A. Okay, otherwise, if 14 of us, we could be here till midnight, and we don't want that. Okay, right. So the itinerary, we are all flying out together, apart from you, Gabs, and DY, who are meeting us. Okay.
Yep.
So the great news is we are all going to be picked up from Cusco Airport and taken to our delicious hotel for the first night. Okay. One night only is extreme comfort, white sheets, hot and cold running water on tap. Okay, so enjoy that. Yeah, we'll really enjoy that moment. So purpose, we're going to get over, the grotty flight. It is a fabulous hotel. We should have time to have a little poke around Cusco. There's a few nice shops. I think I'm going to book a supper in the hotel so people can just have a drink. We can have our first Cusco sour at the bar, have a supper, and then peel off and go to sleep as and when we like. Okay? That's the first night. The next morning, we're going to have a leisurely morning, no rushing off. So the checkout of the hotel is 11. So if I can push it to 12, I will. But that's when our team are going to come up to collect us and our adventure begins. It will be an hour and a half's drive down the Sacred Valley. So Cusco is very, very high, about 3,500 meters. We're going down to the sweet little town of Calca, which is about 2.5. Okay, so the Cusco, we're going to feel the impact of the altitude. And then when we get down to Calca, that's pretty good. It should steady out. Okay. We will go straight to the Andean Alliance, who are our hosts, the NGO who have put this whole experience together. We'll meet all the team there. They'll give us a delicious lunch and tell us what to expect. And then we will be taken to our homestays. I'll come back to the homestays later. Okay, we're going to be divided into a neat split. Okay, now I know you've all got a friend, so I will be friending you all up, but just trust me. Okay, we'll come down to the homestays later. Each homestay has its pros and cons. Okay, but we'll hold that later. The phase 1 of this itinerary, which Claire, you are going to very much experience, is going to start off at a slow pace. That first morning, it's a leisurely day. It's going to look at the project, have a lovely lunch there, meet the local people. There's a wonderful video about the potato farmers, just to set the scene. Then afterwards, we could do a gentle walk along the river. There is a chapel hike, which is a short, sharp walk. It's kind of vertical. The pros and cons of this is that it takes you higher and gives you an amazing view of Calca and the valley. and then comes back down. If you've got dodgy knees and hips like you, Gabs, I would advise not to do it because it's not necessary. It's a nice bonus, but it is very, very steep up and down. So if you're preserving hips and knees, this is one thing to avoid. The next day, back to the project in the morning, and then more of the cultural stuff, the pace starts picking up. The next day, you're going to go high to 4,500 meters. That's to go and see the Cuenco. That's one of my favorite days to the Lake of Gold. So that's 4,000 meters. That's the really shock and awe with the altitude, and then back down. The next day will be a much quieter day, a kind of more touristy day where we go and see whether all the ponchos and the fabrics are made naturally on looms, which are literally the same type of looms that they used in biblical times. I mean, honestly, you just can't believe that it happens. Great shopping opportunity there. Pisac market. We can have a few Pisac sours down there. It's really, really special. So that's kind of how phase one is going to, it's a nice pace. Some days are quieter than the others, but it's paced like that for a reason. Okay, so you're up, you're down, and you're around. One of my favorite walks, which I think is on day 3, but I'll send you the little, resend you the itinerary so you can look at that in more detail. But one of my favorite days is to go to the jewelry workshop. We do a wonderful walk along the ancient irrigation route, drop down to an old ruin, then go to this wonderful jewelry making workshop, which is a community thing to help the kids who are coming off the high villages find a way to earn an income. Now, the last group who have just been there got everybody to make them the girls to make these gold necklaces. I'm going to look at it in a bit more detail, but they looked really nice. So if there are any kind of designers amongst you, actually quite a good opportunity. It's a silversmith, but they can get gold in. So it's a sweet moment. Okay. Phase 2. Okay, we will leave on the following Monday. Claire, you're going to depart on the Saturday. So the Sunday we will have a kind of quietish day. Well, we're going to Morais and Morai, but we'll get back in time to pack and get organized for phase 2, which is the big trek. On the Monday, we drive for about an hour and a half to the starting place. And I would say each day is, depending on who monitors. Like when I did it, we did it in miles the first time, and then Sam, one of the ASD guides, she has just done it with the last group. She said it was about day 1 about 10 kilometers, day 2 about 14 kilometers, day 3 5 to 6 kilometers. Can be longer, can be shorter, depending on if we want to catch a local matatu for a little part. That's a secret that goes with us all the way to our grave. But there is a sneaky opportunity there to, if everyone is knackered, to skip a part of it. But we will make that call when we're out there. And then day 4 is another 10 to 12 kilometer day. So the first 2 days are wild camping, okay, in a tent. The 3rd day, we come down to Olitambo and we're in a hostel. All hugger-mugger together, shared rooms, 3 to 4, but I will come back to the kit. You will be reunited with a little bag of extra kit so you can have a shower, fresh pants, new walking gear, new walking trousers, and a clean bra and t-shirt, ready for the final day, which is the to walk to Machu Picchu itself. Okay. The final day of Machu Picchu is going to be a long day because I've made a call, an executive call based on my experience of the last time, that we are going to get up early. We're going to be on the first train. okay, from Tambo to kilometer 8 or something. I can't remember what it's called. In fact, that's so stupid. I can tell you what it's called. It's a kilometer 104. So you get the train that goes down down the valley, and you basically, it stops in the middle of nowhere, and we get out. And this is the way that we, from the Laris, the Weavers Trail, where we've been completely off grid and had a really, really nice time. This is where we circumnavigate and literally hook into the last day of the official Inca Trail. Okay, and you have to do this trail so that we enter Machu Picchu via the Sun Gate. Okay, which is the dinner moment. Okay, that's the picture perfect moment. The climate so far has been dry and high mountains, high Andes. This day, the final day, is we're in the cloud forest. So it's hot and sweaty. Okay, when you're thinking of your gear. This is when you take your thermal leggings off, you put your basic, your thin leggings on and your thin. Okay, and in we go. Lots of steps up, lots of steps down, loads of ruins that we're going to go past. It's absolutely incredible. So we're on that early train because I want to get to the Sun Gate, all of us to see Machu Picchu in its setting. And then we're going to walk down, and for those that want to then walk around the ruin. And then we're leaving. Okay, we're on the train out because Aguascalientes, which is the town at the bottom of the hill, is revolting. It's like a flea pit. Nobody went. I stayed there last time, and then we went back in the next day to look at the ruins, and it was just a waste of time. So it's going to be a really long day, but we'll be ready for it. And you just got to. I know it's the right way to do it. Then we're going to go back to our homestay to pick up all our gear, have one night. Those who are in Maritz's house will be able to have a bath. Those in Glennie's will not. And then we will the next day leave in the morning so that we're in Cusco for lunchtime. So we can have a lovely lunch in Cusco, lovely afternoon, tinkering around the shops, fabulous celebratory dinner, home the next day. Sound good?
Yeah.
Questions on the itinerary. I purposely have not gone through every single day of week 1 because I'm just going to send you that on the itinerary because we'll be here too long. But it's a cultural, moment, loads of them interwoven in your acclimatization walks. So questions on itinerary. Suze, over to you.
You said Gabs and DY are going separately, but I'm coming separately as well, don't forget.
Oh yeah, you are. We'll meet you there in the hotel.
I will be on the Bogota Cusco flight because I'm flying from Madrid to Bogota. So I'm landing probably I don't know what time, but same time as you guys from London, and I'll be on the connecting flight.
I'm the same.
Yep. Roger that. We know that. Cool. We'll see you at Bogota or on
Millie.
Yeah.
The short walks that we're doing to acclimatize, are they quite steep if you're having to get to certain heights quickly? No. Okay.
No.
Just that one.
Yeah, the only steep one is the chapel. And because I'm protecting one of my knees, I won't be doing that. All the others are at a gentle gradient, and when we go to the 4,000 meter, which is the super blast, then we get driven up there. It's about an hour and a half's drive through the most beautiful scenery to reach that height. When we're on that height, we will then have a delicious lunch and we will walk around the lake and look at their reforestation project, but it's all level.
Okay.
Sharon?
So is that one you're talking about day 2, Millie, the 4,500 Lake of Gold and then come down, we're not actually walking to that height.
No. You're driven to that
Right.
height.
So, what is the biggest ascent we do in a day? Ish.
Well, when the biggest ascent, so you're going to be at Calca, which is like 2,500. Yeah, that's your kind of steady point. Then you're going to be doing that's your kind of baseline. Then when you oh, I've got a real bad echo. What? When you go up to the Lake of Gold, you're being driven up there. So you're going probably up about 1,000 meters slowly, about 4,000 meters.
Yeah, I'm actually talking about the walking.
The walking, you're not going to be doing any strong. Is this in week 1 or week 2?
Week 2.
Oh, week 2. Yes, you're going to be going from an average of 2.5 up to 4,300 meters.
Right. Yeah. In a day, each day.
No, not every day. The
Okay.
first day is more like that. So you're going to go up, do that gradient, okay, to get over the first pass, which is 4,200 meters. Then you're going to, the next day is more like that. And you do have another pass of 4,200 meters. And then you come down on the third day. So the first day is the big ascent. Does that?
Of the walking, yeah.
Walking, yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Is that to Dead Woman's Pass? Slightly worried about that, but never mind.
Dead Woman's Pass. I haven't heard about the Dead Woman's Pass, Victoria, but I will. No, I didn't go through Dead Woman's Pass.
That's why we're here.
I think we're avoiding that one.
I think it must be the standard Inca Trail, isn't it? It's one on when you Google it, it's the biggest first big peak. Anyway, I digress. So sorry, we're not doing that. But we are going to have to be 4.5 is the highest we're going to, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Sharon.
Yeah, this is kind of itinerary, but before I forget, the diamox that we're taking, some of us, for altitude sickness. Am I right in thinking that the time to start taking that is when we get on the flight to Bogota?
Yeah, I'm going to start mine. On the Saturday.
Right, the day before we depart.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Just to check
Yeah,
that
nothing's wrong.
Nothing's wrong, that I can sleep through the night on it. If it affects my diuretics, and just as a experiment, really.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Millie, you've had it before, haven't you? You said a previous trip.
Yeah.
And was it fine with you? You didn't have any side effects?
It was fine. It was fine, but I was taking so much other stuff that I don't know actually what really worked. I was chewing on the cocoa tea. I was taking cocoa drops. I was literally on everything, but
Including alcohol, apparently.
no, actually, they scared us shitless, and they said that alcohol is really, really bad for it.
Yes.
So we didn't touch alcohol at all. I mean, there was one night we did, but to begin with, I was just like so nervous about it. I just thought I was a really squeaky clean school prefect.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was told.
I was told I was up in Ecuador and I got really sick and I shared half a bottle of wine with someone, and they were saying it's worth sort of four glasses, 1 to 4 kind of thing at altitude. It's like drinking on a plane type thing. So I felt very sick.
Yeah. So I'm just switching my light off. The fuse is gone in the office. I you know, that they'll advise us on the ground, and we're going to have the cocoa tea literally everywhere we go.
As we arrive.
As we arrive, literally everywhere. Chew it, you can get sweets, you can put it in your tea, everywhere.
What does the cocoa tea do? What is that?
Oh, she's still here. Thought
Yes. No, I'm here. I'm just driving. For some reason, I put my map on, my face goes.
The cocoa tea, it's a local herb, local plant that helps with altitude sickness, and everybody locally, you know, uses it.
Great.
Okay.
So we'll all be going for it.
I've been given a tip from someone army related that beetroot, if we all start taking beetroot tablets and eating lots of beetroot, that's really good preparation to prevent altitude sickness. Don't ask me why, but apparently it works. So I'm now 3 beetroot tablets a day.
Oh, I love that.
It's a good blood builder, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. There you go. And the other thing is practice swimming underwater. It's all about your lungs, I presume, isn't it? And the red blood cells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
me a tip. He's doing Himalayas, and he's been to this place called the Altitude Centre in London. He had a proper test to see how he was going to react to the altitude. And they've suggested he tape his mouth up. This is very extreme. I'm not suggesting we do this, but if you tape your mouth up at night, it gets you to nasal breathe properly. And that then really helps when you're at altitude. Anyway, I suggested this to my husband, and he was like, well, I don't see you at night anyway, so do what you want, Soph.
It also stops you snoring.
Yeah, helps with snoring.
So there we go. And you just literally put that micro pore tape over your mouth. I've not tried it yet.
Okay, I really don't want anyone to be afraid of this altitude. We've sent gappers there now for, you know, 6-7 years, and, you know, just had our second team of midlifers out there. It hasn't been a problem. Okay, headaches are all we have really experienced. Everything has been totally manageable. So don't get your knickers in a twist about it. I'm not saying you are, but don't.
So no drinking on the plane, are we saying? And
No, Victoria. No drinking on the plane.
Oh gosh, not one.
Okay, well, you can have one. You can have one with your supper.
Millie,
Yeah.
if we're talking about the sickness, I mean, obviously nobody knows. We're all going to just, you know, what happens if we're on day 2 of the trek and you get sick?
We evacuate you off the mountain.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are, it's each place, wherever we are, you know, there, if it's halfway and we need to, you know, to get over a pass, then you'll be on a mule until we get over. And then there are evacuation points throughout.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
If we're going to get sick, it will happen, I presume, from what you've said, at the first week. Then it will become quite apparent then at 4.5, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone good? Everyone good in the hood? Right. Okay. Moving on. I want to touch on the accommodation. Okay. Now, the accommodation, we are staying in homestays. So I just want to clarify what that means to really match everyone's expectations. So just so I get a flavour for what you are expecting, could you just kind of, a few of you kind of just tell me, what in your head, what are you expecting?
Mattress on the floor.
Oh, Tizzy, I love you. Yeah. Yeah.
Outdoor bathroom or toilet and basin, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So your expectations are low.
Basic.
Oh,
Oh.
low.
Yeah. Okay. So no. That is good. I want them to be low. Okay. I want you to with one of the groups, you know, that's just happened, they weren't quite expecting a homestay. I'm not sure what they were expecting. Anyway, you know, they wanted to move accommodation, and that is absolutely fine. But I can't have that again. So I'd rather, because our homestays are so sad and they're run by two gorgeous families, and part of the Leap experience is we are not a travel company. We are offering kind of experiential travel, and part of that is for us all to step out of our comfort zone, and that starts with the accommodation. And I know that for the first 2 days we're all going to be like, oh, this is okay. Where do I put my sponge bag when I'm in the who's in the shower? Okay, I'll wait for the shower. Is the shower working? You know, slip slops, you know, it's and through the challenge of being out of our comfort zone, when it comes to the accommodation, the laughter and the youthfulness appears. And it sounds a really ridiculous thing to say, but just trust me, the giggles will be huge in the ridiculousness of where I've made you stay. But
Okay. We'll try not to get too worried. Yeah.
2 houses, okay? You've got Maritza and you've got Glennie, okay? Glennie's house is really, really a traditional Peruvian house where you go through a kind of big front door into a central atrium with dogs, laundry, everything kind of around, members of her family. And then the bedrooms are dotted around, and the showers, you have to either go down a stair or up the stairs or around the corner to the shared showers and loo. But you do have a bed. You have got a bedside table. You've got pillows. You've got duvets. You've got Glennie on tap making delicious herbal concoctions. So you get comfortable. It is comfortable. It's just not aesthetically pleasing. That is the difference, you know? But she and her family, I don't know, they just bend over backwards for us, and I love them dearly. They are so special, and the food that they're going to concoct and the breakfast, the weird breakfasts, is all part of it. That's Glennie's house. Maritza, now she's upgraded. She's now in a bungalow with a bungalow. There's like, she's got two kind of zones, 2 bungalows kind of attached. So half of you know, you've got kind of rooms, you've got a kind of communal area, got an avocado bathroom suite. I think I saw a photo of a very nice, you know, Sharon, you'll like this, a vintage green ornate bath. I know. Who knew? Anyway, you know, there are pros and cons for each. They're a 10-minute walk away either side of the main square. So the only time we're apart is when we go and change, shower and sleep. The rest of the time we are all together all day. And apart from the first supper where we're going to be in each homestay so that we bond with Maritza and Glennie, then every other night we're going to be at each other's homestay. So we've got the social angle. Also, I think one night it might be really nice to go out for supper in Calca, because it's a sweet town and there's a few cafes, pizza places, vegetarian. I think it would be quite fun, and we could perhaps treat ourselves to a glass of wine. Yes.
Okay, as you can probably tell, I'm a bit troubled by getting my head around climate and stuff. Just tell me what sort of time of year it would be if it were in England, just so I've got something to relate to.
Yeah.
For clothes.
Right now, well, we're going in 3 weeks' time, so it's sunny, clean air, trousers, always trousers, so always longs, with a t-shirt, sunglasses and a hat.
What have you got against shorts? You said on no account will you ever be wearing shorts on your last video. What was that about?
Culturally. They
Oh,
just,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
culturally, just no one really shows their knees.
Okay, well, with good reason often. Yeah, okay.
But in one of the last groups, they were wearing 3/4 length trousers, below, that stuff, whatever you cut off, crop.
Okay.
Yeah. And it has been, but it has been warm. But then in the mornings, you will always wear, in the mornings and the evenings are chilly. During the day, the temperature goes up and then down.
Okay.
Every day is going
Got
to be
it.
different.
So a walking trousers should be quite thin, Millie.
Walking trousers quite
moving on
thin.
to hip,
Yeah.
but not like really thick walking trousers.
No.
For this time of year, and it'll be too hot. Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
But Millie,
The houses,
Is-
Millie. Should we take some gifts? I think you mentioned they like
Oh, yeah.
English soap and maybe some English tea to arrive and give them something.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah. So out of all of you, hands up if you're a Spanish speaker.
is that
Oh.
Susan speaking Espanol? in the
Not
back?
as strong as Sophie or maybe Susa, but I mean, I understand a lot of Spanish and I can day-to-day
Okay.
stuff. I understand
Okay.
a lot more than I speak.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Laura, you are half Spanish.
Oh, unmute.
I'm 100% Spanish.
Wonderful. Great. You'll be up front,
Sick.
doing all our bartering for us.
Oh, we can relax now.
I was about to say my Duolingo might not stand up to that.
Got the Spanish lesson, Suze. Last minute panic.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So yes, the ladies, they love a gift. They love a gift, but we're talking little. We're talking a bar of soap, we're talking a box of chockies, biscuits, anything simple like that.
And they've both got children.
They've all got children, yeah, but they've got teenage children, not tiddlers.
Not tiddlers. Okay, cool.
The other thing that I took last time, which I really loved, was just a little bit of a kind of room luxury for myself. I took a lovely lavender pillow spray. I'm so chuffed I took it.
Yeah.
It was just something. I even took it on the
Good
train.
idea.
It just made me feel kind of all just at home. Slippers this time, because I think I'm going to have to go into Glennie's house. I will be taking a little thin dressing gown to kind of bob around the house when I'm going racing one area to the bathrooms. I never thought I'd ever say that, but Suze, you said you're taking a dressing gown. I got dressing gown envy. I'm going to take my own. Okay.
Yeah.
So is everyone happy with the homestay experience?
Yes. Fine.
Yep.
Millie, one question.
Yes.
The light concept trousers, that's for the first week. We can wear warmer ones on the second week. Is that right?
Yes. For the first two to 3 days on the trek, you might want to wear warmer trousers, but if you've got them, but if you haven't, don't worry. I last time just wore my regular trousers, cotton trousers, all through the trek. But when I arrived in the evenings, I put my cozy trousers on. But we're coming to kit. Okay. So everyone happy with accommodation? Last thing on the accommodation, tea. If you're a tea drinker, take your own tea bags.
Good tip.
Okay. If you're a coffee drinker, take a coffee pot.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I know. But I'm going to split the rooms and then we can work out who's going to take a coffee pot per house. And I'll just check that they might just leave the coffee pots from this group going. They have amazing coffee out there, an amazing coffee project, yum, 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 but they make it in a particular way, which is disappointing first thing. It just doesn't put the hairs on your chest. So we need a plunger. But I'll get back to you all on that one.
And Millie, things like I know you're talking about all their herb teas, but are they weird and wonderful? Like if we just want some mint tea or chamomile, is there loads of that sort of thing around, or do we need to bring that as well?
If you've got a particular one that you absolutely always have and have to have before bed, you know, like the nighttime tea, take it. But they will at Glennie's house. She does have loads of herbs at her disposal. At Maritza's, she doesn't.
Okay.
So Millie, when we're at the homestay, if we needed like a little wash, do we do that there? I mean, we'll do it ourselves, obviously, but we can do it.
Washing. They will do your washing, and then we just one pays them a tip at the end.
Okay, so that leads me to tips.
Hold
Is it
fire.
Different section.
Hold fire. Different section.
Oh, sorry.
Hold
I thought we had
fire.
moved.
No, we are moving. Okay, so everyone good about the accommodation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Great.
can wash our clothes before we leave there for week 2.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
And you're going to leave
Okay.
all your baggage there when you go on your trek.
Just get those duffel bags for the
Yeah.
trek.
Yeah. You leave everything in your bedrooms as was, and you will come back and return and think your homestay is the Ritz. Okay.
On the washing front, I wasn't sure about washing clothes, so that's
Yeah, that can easily be done. With your bra and pants, I would just wash them in the showers and then, but all your trekking gear, your tops, easily done.
And have they got washing machines, Millie, or are they doing it by hand?
Probably a bit of both. And there will be a laundrette in town. It's a sweet little town.
That's amazing.
You know, they've got, kind of shops, you know, if you need anything from the pharmacy, brilliant pharmacy, they sell you anything you want.
Drugs.
Drugs, Prozac, antibiotics. It's just like, yep, we'll take the lot. Just saying. I know. I wasn't.
And Millie, you'll have the first aid bag, but we obviously bring our own personal meds. But would you have antibiotics, or should we get our own ones to take?
If you're going to need antibiotics, such as for a sore throat, that type of thing, you can easily get that out there. But if you want to get the Cipro, which is for diarrhea, dodgy stomachs, then bring that here.
Okay.
Okay, now we're moving on to money. Okay, so you've paid for everything, including the first night's accommodation, all done and dusted. I tell you who isn't here is Alex. I knew there was someone that was missing. Okay. Sorry, I just lost my thread. So money. So the only kind of official things that is kind of left to pay for is the supper on the final night in Cusco, and we'll find somewhere really nice to go on that final night to celebrate all our hard work. Okay, everything else, all the other meals and everything are included, and you know that's all covered, but extras are tips. Okay, now I would kind of recommend the kind of tips that you're going to tip. What one would probably like to tip the homestay and the all the cooks and the team on the trek. I would say in total that would probably be about 120 quid in total.
And we bring that out in local currency.
I would say I'm going to, if you just write that, yeah, 120, but you're going to bring it out in US dollars.
In dollars, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the markets? Do we need US dollars for that?
Yeah. The rental of the kit. Okay, so the duffel bag is 20. The sleeping bag is
dollars or sterling.
Dollars. Okay, let's do everything in dollars. So the tips, you're going to bring $150 US dollars for tips. Okay. You're going to then bring dollars for your rental, which is 20 for the sleeping bag, 20 for the duffel, 10 for poles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Millie, can you get dollars out of cash machines out there or not?
No. So in a nutshell, take $250, $300 cash in small denominations.
Okay.
The rest, for the markets, for all the bartering, you'll get the local currency out from the ATMs.
Okay. What is the local currency in Peru?
Oh God, it's
But do they
So-
also take dollars at the market if you want to pay dollars?
not really.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they might do at the PSAC market, but when we're kind of off grid, you know, in the hills and the little ladies coming out, the local currency is what we need. And I've had a
Okay.
complete mental blank. What
No,
they
don't worry, don't worry.
Isn't it?
Can we get it before we go, or is it one of those? kind of-
Peso probably or
Okay.
something like
It's
that.
Peso,
Sol.
isn't it?
It's Sol.
Oh,
Oh,
Sol. SOL.
that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where do we get? Is it best to get it out there, Millie, than pre-order here or something ridiculous?
Yeah, get it from the ATM in Peru,
Okay.
right?
Revolut.
Revolut, yeah. If you're taking a Revolut, also take another card. Sometimes some ATMs are happy with a credit card, some is debit card, you know, so take a couple of cards.
Yeah.
And if you're out for dinner in Cusco, that's just
Oh, that's a
any
card.
of.
Yeah. Cusco,
Millie, like that, Millie. Oh, sorry.
No.
I was just going to say, so for like, if we go out for a little dinner at that Calco place and the dinner on the first night, do we bring money for that, or is that included, Mills?
That's not included. If we choose to go out of the homestay for the meal,
Yes.
that won't be included, and you'll be able to pay in local currency.
Okay, perfect.
and if we want to buy anything at like the weaver's place or whatever, that's local currency. Yes, I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But the cash machine is literally outside your door, so it's very easy to get little and often, or a lot, depending on your shopping habits.
In Calca or Cusco.
Both.
Oh, right. Okay. Excellent.
And
Cool.
Suze, you'll have a head start. Don't forget.
And sniff out the good places.
Yeah.
All right. Happy with the cash and tips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Moving on to Wi-Fi and phones. There's fast Wi-Fi clearly in the hotel in Cusco, in all the cafes in Cusco. And then when we're in Calca for the first week, the office, which you can pop into, it's a 10-minute walk from the accommodation, has really good Wi-Fi. The homestays does not have Wi-Fi, but there's service everywhere, apart from at places on the trek. But you can, you know, I didn't want to have service when I was on the trek, so I switched it off, but people were getting pings as they were going through. So you are contactable pretty much all the time.
Have you ever got an eSIM out there, Millie?
No, the kids do get an eSIM. They do, and it's so easy to get.
You get it at the airport probably on your way
You get
in.
it at the airport,
Mm.
but I never bother.
Done it. So you just use your current data plan, your UK data plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the plugs out there for charging are American style plugs.
Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to going off grid.
Yeah.
Isn't that the point?
It is.
Yes.
It is. It is. But you know, if you're needed,
Yeah.
you can make contact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
All good.
All good.
Yes.
Okay. Medical kit. There's a fantastic pharmacy in Kelka. Literally, as I've alluded to, you can get anything and everything you want. So don't panic, flight mechanic, if you suddenly think, God, I haven't got my ibuprofen or this, that, and the other. Don't worry, you know, you can get it all there. Sore throats, no problem.
And it's all sort of US type medication.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. But things like our own personal medication, HRT, that type of thing, that would be a real shag to get hold of. So put that in your personal hand luggage on the aeroplane, just in case your bag doesn't appear for 2 days. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, got it.
okay. If people have got useful things to put in your thing, but I remember for the medical kit, sounds really revolting, but I'm going to say it anyway, is when you're hiking a lot of the time, going uphill and downhill on the second trek, very often your feet, you know, can hit the bottom. So it's really worth having really short toenails. I know it sounds sorry, but it really does have an effect. So foot management, very important.
Also, I'm going to show you my top tip for sweaty hikes where you're not being able to wash properly.
Here we go.
Sudocreme.
Yes,
Bit
very
of nappy rash stuff. Very good for all sorts.
Yeah, very good for the chaffing.
Okay.
I'm not joking, happens to the best of us. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, now we're moving on to the meaty subject of everyone's kit. I'm not going through that kit list in detail, okay? What I'm going to go through is what Sharon has asked me to go through because she's a good girl and she gets a good star. Just the things to clarify. So, luggage, 3 bags. Your main bag, which goes in the hold, and you check it in from Heathrow all the way to Cusco. Amazing how many people ask that question. Okay, gets checked in. You get checked in all the way to Cusco. Anyway, you haven't asked the question, but the group going at the weekend, everyone's asked that question. Anyway, so the main luggage, okay, just make sure it needs to be squishy. It can have one side which has got your handle and a bit of a frame, but what you can't bring is those hard shell suitcases.
Okay.
The reason being is that they don't fit into the minibus and you can't squish them in and they're a right shag. Okay? So squish soft. Then you're going to have your day rucksack. 20-litre-ish in size. That's to be good, fitted, comfortable, nice straps, nice waist belt, essential.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have your third bag, which is the duffel bag. Don't overthink this duffel bag, team. It just needs to be about this size, you know, to put in your stuff, your overnight stuff for the 2 nights. It needs to be soft and malleable with no nasty buckles on it because it's going to be strapped to a mule.
But we can rent that there anyway.
I'm going to rent mine out there.
Should it be waterproof?
If it is, that's an added bonus, but it doesn't matter because I know that they've got if it's raining, they'll put a cover over the mules.
Okay. I've got a boat bag, one of those.
Perfect.
So just roll the top up, clip it. There is a clip. Okay.
Perfect.
Good.
Like the little North Face, the small North Face with the 2 straps, would that be okay?
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Sharon, yeah.
When
go.
do we have to let you know whether or not we're renting anything?
I think when we get out there, I don't think, you know,
Fine.
easy
Good.
to
Millie, how good are the poles?
Good, I'm renting mine. So the question that Sharon said is, if you don't rent the poles, do you have to carry them out there? You buy your own. And Sharon, what happens with the poles that you buy in England? Are they kind of go into three
Collapse
parts?
down.
They collapse down. They're really natty. And everyone that did have their own poles, they were really I was quite envious because they've got really nice squishy handles. Whereas the poles we're going to borrow have just got the plastic handles, so they can get a bit sweaty on the last day. But if you're never going to use poles again, rent them.
Can I just make a point? I think that they have to go into the hold.
Yes,
Your hold luggage, not in your rucksack. Just
they do.
And Millie, can I just flag up something that your sister said?
Oh, yeah.
Who did it last year? But I think it was quite a good tip if you are sort of going to have pole envy, which she did. She said that if she was to do it again, she would take those poles that collapse, because actually parts of the trek you don't really want poles, and the ones that can collapse can strap to your backpack, so you can go pole free for a bit on your walk. Whereas the bigger ones, the rentable ones don't collapse, so they can sort of be a little bit, hanging off the back of your back, be a bit annoying, she said at times. But that was just Rachel's point. She said some of the people had these really nice ones that had a bit of a bend to them or something, had a bit of flexibility.
Yeah, I hear what
But you've got to be a real guru. You've got to be a real guru to notice that, I reckon.
Yeah, poles, no, you need them all the time. There wasn't at any point I put my poles down. Not at one point.
Okay.
So I'm overriding my sister. I'll put it up now.
You can tell her she's an absolute little stirrer.
Yes. Just keep life simple. Rent the sodding poles.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah, rent the poles, whatever it is. What did I say? What, $10 for the poles? Don't give it a second thought. If you don't like them, you can strap them onto the mule. Okay?
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Shoes, everybody. Shoes. You 3 sets of shoes if you were really going to be, you're going to take your walking shoes. You're going to pick a nice pair of trainers to tinker around in Cusco and in the evenings, and maybe a pair of cozy slipper, Ugg style, Birkenstock style with a proper sole that you can use every night in the homestay, tinkering around. And when you're on our trek, they will be in your duffel bag to pop on in the evening, to pop to the mess tent for supper.
Only problem with that, if there is going to be snow and ice on the ground, but assuming there isn't.
No, if there's going to be no snow. Oh God, famous last. There shouldn't be snow.
No, okay.
The morning that we woke up at the second campsite, it was frozen. God, it was a magical morning. It was beautiful. But a hard sole, we all had hard sole Uggs. They were perfect.
Okay, great.
Okay, don't need flip-flops, don't need any fancy shoes.
Millie?
Yes?
Do we need a swimsuit? Because somebody said there's some little springs that you can go for a swim in.
No,
on these
no
hikes.
swimsuit required.
No stripping off.
There is the jacuzzi. There's the jacuzzi in the hotel on the first night.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, in true Cheltenham lady style, I'll be jumping in there naked, so that's fine.
Well, given that you're not allowed shorts, I'm not sure that's going to go down.
I'm just terrifying those non-school people that are coming. We're not like that at all. We're full windsetted up, so don't worry.
Right. Okay. So, let me just get back to the Sharon's email. Wait. Main luggage stuff. Yeah, squidgy small at the bag, carrying meals unless hired. Walking shoes. Yes. Is everybody happy with their walking shoes?
I haven't bought mine yet.
Well, get
You'd have a pair already, shouldn't you, from those Derbyshire hills?
Well, I don't like the ones I've got, so I'm going to
Okay.
go and I went for a big walk. Funny enough, with Millie, and I wasn't comfy in them, so I'm going to go and So
Okay.
what's the lowdown? How is everyone feeling about what they've got?
Well, Sharon's bought a pair of ons, but doesn't like
They
them.
haven't been great
Yeah,
on my
Same
last
as
trip.
me. Same as me.
Jane,
Because
you quite like your ons.
I've got some
They're ons
ons.
that I've got, and I don't like them. Someone can have my ons if they want.
Yeah, I ordered 4 pairs as you saw on the photo, and they were all terrible. They were all different sizes. They've all gone back, and I'm back to my old faithful leather boots. And the man in the shop said they're lightweight leather. Stick to your most comfortable worn in was his advice, and I have to say I'm happy with that.
yeah.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just in my old leather walking boots.
Yeah.
What I wanted to know, Millie, was how important was foot warmth versus thinner socks? Is it better to compromise on the side of comfort, thinner socks, or on the side of thicker socks and greater warmth for the feet?
Good question.
Yeah.
Thinner socks. No, I mean, you can't risk wrinkled socks and a blister.
Yeah.
Okay, so foot management is absolutely key. So in your first aid kit, is to put those blisties thingamajig. Pompies. Thin socks that do not wrinkle.
Yeah.
And you're going over. You're not going to get cold. The only time you get
that's what I needed.
Are we going to get too hot? I think is also the question, because I'm sitting there with my smart wool sort of ski socks, thinking is that over egging it?
Yeah. You need lightweight socks.
Like socks rather than ski socks.
Rather than big bulky fat socks. A nice pair of cozy socks is really nice to take when we're camping to under your rugs. But
yeah. The other thing you scared me about was the waterproof thing and wading through streams.
Yeah, you're not going to be wading, but I just fell into a stream.
Right.
So, on the second campsite, you have to do a little river crossing.
Right.
If you slip on those rocks, then your feet are going to get wet.
Yeah. But
I put mine to the test at the weekend, and mine are fully waterproof, so I'm chuffed with that.
Good, but provided one can stay upright, then waterproof isn't essential.
No, it isn't essential, but if it did rain, you don't want wet feet. So you really do want them to be robust.
Yeah.
You don't want to get wet feet. And if it does rain,
Millie.
Yes.
Can we? So my trainers that I'm taking with me, as in my day trainers, are what I do hikes on in the summer here. To take those on the mule if we want to swap from our big boots into something more lightweight for the walks. Like, can we toggle between trainers on the walks? Is what I'm saying. If we find our,
you can do. The maximum weight per duffel bag is 5 kgs.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So
that's all in with water.
Yeah. No. That's to go on the mule. That's to go on the mule.
Okay.
Okay, I feel a lot more relaxed then, just in case.
Yeah, me too.
I missed it. So we could take our secondary trainers that are better for walking.
You can do, but I'm not going. If we all did it, that would be a right shag for the mules. But if it's just like one or two of you that are not happy, then we'll take a ring, but we'll take a view.
It's just because of all the problems I've got with my leg. There's the podiatrist and the physio and the consultant I saw today for the hip injection. He just isn't convinced I should be in the boot for that length of time because of my compression problems.
Well,
Oh,
go.
you've got medical reasons. You're all
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah, you're
Surely.
in.
You
You're
get
done.
first
You're in.
dibs. You get first dibs with the
First
extra
dibs.
pair.
Your trainers are out, love. You've got to have
Listen,
Yeah.
I had to go around the whole of Brazil in these horrific trainers. So the joy of actually not having to bring them would be great. But I think from a sort of, feasibility of being able to continue walking without.
Again, let's not over this. It's like the pulse.
Yeah.
Let's not overthink the kit. Last time, who's that?
Who's that?
A nice glass of Viz, I heard.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
please.
yeah, that's my husband. Yeah.
Yeah, God, Jane, he's well trained.
Nice glass of
So
Viz.
we're in Scotland with some friends, so it's our night to do drinks. So he's doing that.
Okay. Tell him. You're welcome. Okay, so seriously, don't think over the footwear. Just when you look at it, just look at the sole and think, is this going to give me enough grip when I'm going down a shaly path? Is this going to keep my foot dry if suddenly the clouds open? Is it going to give me a little bit of support because I might be in them for 6 to 8 hours? If you get a yes, take them. If you're not sure, take both. And then during the week 1, you can alternate and see which one tickles your fancy, ready for week 2. If you're like Gabs and you need to take 2 pairs, you can, Gabs.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yep.
Okay. With the waterproofs too, the team 2 that are leaving this weekend, everyone's saying they're taking a Pacamac. No, you're not. You are taking proper waterproofs. Okay, I know they're expensive. I know you might look at them and think, I'm never going to wear them again. But if you are at 4,000 meters high and the heavens open, you need to know that you're going to be dry. And that's a jacket and trousers.
Okay, and the Gore-Tex it's like this sort of complete waterproof. Yeah. Waterproof, not water resistant. Yeah.
You need to know that you can stand on that mountain with the rain driving into you and you're going to be dry underneath. Now, the downside is we might never get that gear out the bag.
That's the upside.
That's the upside. Yeah.
Labels in.
Yeah. We don't want to test it, but we need it. Okay. And when it comes to clothes, layers. Just chuck in your layers. Yeah, you want t-shirts, you want mid layers, you want cozy layers, you want layers. It's all on that kit list. It's there for a reason. Tick it off. Don't think, oh, I don't need that, because it's there because we all knew we needed it and we used it. Okie dokes.
Yep.
Okay, let me just go back to Sharon's list. Wait. Climate. Yes, we've done that. Water bottles. Okay, yeah, the water bottles. During the week 1, you can have just your normal water bottle. Okay, but we all got into the habit of having the water
Bladder.
camelback thing that you get from Amazon.
Bladder.
The bladder, you get them about 10 quid from Amazon. 1.5 to 2 litres is the one you want off Amazon. Okay, we all got into the habit of using that. And at every point through the journey, there will be access to a water purifier to get it topped up. Okay, that was just the best thing. And it slides into your backpack and off you go. They're brilliant.
Oh, Millie, that was my question about water. So how does that work? Water purifier on the mountain?
Yeah. Genius. Ruben and his team have a genius machine that cleans water. So breakfast you'll all be topped up, lunchtime topped up, and the evening topped up.
Okay, so we don't have to bring any of those tabs.
Yes, that was my thought. Great.
No tabs, but rehydration tablets are really useful.
Okay.
What are useful? I missed that.
Rehydration tablets. They're like, you just get them from any health place. You can even get them from Waitrose. You know, they're like a Redoxin. You drop one into your water. There's so many brands now out there. But they make the water, you know, taste nice. You can get raspberry flavor or orange, whatever tickles your fancy. And it's just really good.
Any brand you recommend that are at least yucky?
No, I love them.
Folks, you recommended the Humantra ones, didn't you? I got Holland
That's
Barrett
not
one.
that's not a tablet, like a fizzy tablet. It's a little sachet, and you shove the powder in, and then have to give it a shake. So that probably
different thing
might limit some people. Some people just prefer putting the little bomb in. Fizz are good. PHIZZ.
Can you post these, Soph, on the WhatsApp later?
She has already.
Oh God!
And Millie, what about little like snacks, like protein bars and things?
Oh, yeah.
All the snacks will be provided.
So we don't need to bring any extra snacks.
No. Oh, you might want to bring some sweets or something for kind of week 1 when we're on the bus. But you know, on the main trek, there will be really nice protein, homemade stuff, all made.
Great.
Oh, flapjacks.
Yes, that type of thing, Victor.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, lovely.
Someone I was reading somewhere, crystallized ginger is really good for altitudes. Well, I suppose that's just a sickness thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Oh, crystallized ginger.
Oh yeah, crystallized ginger. Hang on.
Okay, so I've really gone jewelry. Kirst mentioned that earlier on. Don't take anything fancy. You know, we're talking Swatch watches and maybe a wedding ring. You know, or maybe not.
Yeah, I'm leaving engagement rings behind, Millie, and stuff. But would you wear earrings or not?
Yeah, no, you can wear, you know, just little earrings. Just don't bring your jewels. Don't bring your family jewels with you. And in the evenings, you know, in your kit, you know, you might want to put kind of jeans on and a nice little shirt in the evening and a jumper.
There's some great
when we go around to each little homestay, you know. I bought my Christmas pajamas from Sainsbury's.
Me too. I've got a nice new pair from Sainsbury's. I'm thrilled with them.
Which ones did you go for?
Oh, with a nice sort of comfortable winceyette with a pink with a little bit of piping. And all my other ones are just not fit for purpose, so I've had to really raise my game.
Great. Okay, so is everybody
I've got the giggles already. I'm getting quite excited.
Everybody good? Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
Millie,
content.
The chargers for these mobile phones, like how have you done it before? What do you think of all those, the solar panel ideas? Do they charge?
I nearly bought that solar panel one, by the way, Vicky Broadbent.
Or was that a joke?
Please do. It would just get us all up the mountain watching that.
You know, I just if you want to take a charger, take a charger. You know, but if your phone goes dead, your phone goes dead. You know, on the trek, you're 2 days.
What about
it's just
photos?
It's photos we need it for, isn't it? That's the only thing.
We can maybe take it in turns. Who puts their phones on it?
Is anyone taking like a camera, a decent camera?
What?
Anyone got a camera? I don't even have a camera anymore.
No, not me.
Right, they're a bit clunky, aren't they? But I know what you mean, Soph, because you know, good little camera. They do take great pics, and they're not.
Fix. I'm waiting for the cookery demonstrations. That come after Millie? Is that the next thing?
The runner beans from the garden girls.
Prize winning, Victoria.
Perfect.
And then the beetroot.
Okay, so right, so please, can you all take note, Kirsty Peart, of the WhatsApp? Well, when something goes on the WhatsApp, could you peacefully sit down and read what was on the WhatsApp? So that
I do, but then my brain forgets it within about half an hour.
Well, that's just annoying. So could you?
I know, it is. Imagine living with it on a daily basis.
Well, we've got an adventure to experience it. So, okay, so I'm happy with everything. I'm happy with everything. So we wanted me to say that you haven't signed your consent form, a lot of you. Do you want to just ask me if you haven't, can I just do it on your behalf?
Yes.
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 What are we
Yes.
consenting to, Millie?
Everything.
Your life,
Oh, yeah.
basically.
Yes.
If you get left on the mountain, you can't take me to the court. That's
Oh, right, okay.
If the mule drops us down the side of a bank.
yeah, all of that. You know,
Yeah.
it's just the T's and C's. But if you're happy, I've now got it on camera that you're all happy for me to just give it the
Delighted.
Yeah, yeah. Millie, I've just got a question about snakes. So that lovely podcast that Kirst recommended we listen to, he did bring up, Dan Snow brought up the 2 poisonous snakes, the green and the something else.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
red and black.
Red and black. Thank
Mm.
you, Gabs.
Gabs.
Yeah.
Hello, Gabs. Millie, what's the situation on the snake front? Because I really don't do snakes. Anything else, fine.
And I don't do cockroaches.
Oh.
So if any one of the homestays has less of those, then put me in that one. Please. I'll be running up to Machu
You know what?
Picchu on my
We're
own.
having cockroach soup on the first night and guinea pigs.
I
I
don't mind
know.
having
Guinea
soup.
pigs. It's guinea pig soup. Guinea pig spatula on a spatchcock. Snakes. Well, what I do know about snakes is snakes hate noise, and so I really
We'll be fine.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Okay.
Vicky will launch you first because that you'll scare them away.
Oh my God. That is outrageous comment.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what to say.
Vicky can be the noise at the front and I'll be the noise at the back, and that will keep you lot all safe. We'll just keep booming away, Vix.
Good plan.
Okay, so any other questions?
There's no visas or anything to get in. We just literally need a plane ticket and a passport.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask about visa.
There's no yellow fever certificates. I mean, as far as I can work out, there isn't. But tell me I've missed anything.
You're correct. You don't need anything. You literally just appear.
Okay. Oh,
And
pillows.
just you know, if when you
Good
arrive,
question.
you have to fill in one of those little kind of document, you know, those paper documents. Just put the hotel in Cusco in there.
Okay. Millie, sorry, one more question from me and I'm done, is pillows. I've got this very soft, lightweight, fluffy thing because I've got to have a pillow. Is that all right? I mean, I'll carry it myself. Yeah?
If it fits in your 5 kg bag, then you can take whatever you like.
Okay. And then the mattress on the camping bit at the end, how thick are we talking? Oh, God.
Not very.
Well, hang on, Millie. What difference is it going to make at this stage, Vix?
No, none. I
She
just like to be
she might bring
prepared.
an extra liner
I
in
might
her
have a
5
big
kg bag.
Because that's not going on the mule, by the way.
She's
So
going to
I'm
pack a
not sure.
blow up Lilo.
Yeah.
But it manages the
No, it's proper DV camping for 2 nights.
Okay.
Are we putting up the tents, Millie?
No,
Thank God for
no,
dogs.
I'll be put up. Tents will be put up. The little bits of luxury.
It's luxury.
The tents are put up for you. The roll mats are blown up. All your gear is carried apart from your little day pack. And you get a nice washing up bowl full of warm water so you can give yourself a little
Oh
wash.
gosh, that sounds amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
luxury indeed.
Oh, lovely. And with the wipes, Millie, are we going to take a group packet of wipes rather than everyone take a giant thing of wipes each up the mountain? Seems crazy.
No, I would take just a little packet of wipes per person in your bag.
Okay.
Oh, on that note of wipes, Aldi are doing little packs of, you know, the normal size ones, the sort of, you know, but they've got them because quite often I pull off the top bits and then they all get dried out. So they got them in slimmer versions.
Oh,
but they come in a pack of 5 packs, if you see what I mean. So
great.
So
Kirst, can you go and buy us all a pack of those?
oh,
What are those? What are those, Millie?
I can actually, if you want. I'll send you a photo. If you like the look of them, I can go and get a job lot from Aldi. Because obviously
Oh,
there's only an Aldi in Derbyshire, isn't there?
oh,
Yeah, we
fantastic.
don't have one.
I've never
Kurt, the
been.
way you're carrying on, you're going to be getting that homestay with the bar.
I just want the avocado bath.
No, you're
Millie,
Throwback bath time.
does any somewhere, was it you that said it, or some website? Basically, you're going to bring up so much stuff. We're going to need an extra bag, a soft bag. But I presume we're just going to have enough space in our luggage to bring back.
Yeah, because you'll
all
leave
this.
you'll leave stuff behind. You'll leave your bladder behind. You'll probably leave your, well, I'm going to leave my slippers behind. You know, you shed out.
Okay,
So
perfect.
actually, on that note, on our flight tickets that we've all booked,
Mhm.
we've got our big bag that goes in the hold. Does it also include a bag to go above, so that if we do buy stuff, you know, if we brought a little,
But it depends what class of ticket you bought. I bought a
the
flexi pass.
cheapest?
Yeah, well, I bought a flexi pass, and I that includes a bag in the aeroplane plus your little handbag. But
Okay, I'll check
I went
that.
on the Avianca website today, and you can easily buy another bag.
Okay, awesome. I'll check it out.
Okay, I'm getting
Okay.
weary now. I'm going.
Millie,
Right,
that
that's
was
it. You can get home.
amazing.
Brilliant.
Thanks,
Okay.
Mills.
Really helpful, Millie. Thank you.
Thank you
Guys,
very
I'm
much,
so
Millie.
excited
much.
to meet
I'm
everybody else.
really,
Thank you.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
I
It'll be great fun.
It's gonna be great fun. Can't wait to see it at the airport.
How
Yeah.
long are we getting to the airport before our flight
At
departs?
least 3 hours. I get there 3
Yeah.
hours ahead. Like to
Yeah.
kind of, you know, go into every shop, sniff every perfume, and do all my weird rituals.
It's so sweet.
I get so excited. Never get bored of an airport. So I'll be there 3 hours ahead.
Great, I will too.
Millie, is everyone into sort of reading books at night, or do we all sort of stay up and then just clonk out to sleep? Or is there a lot of sort of downtime that we should have lots of books for and stuff? My impression is we're looking around places, we're not really reading.
The only time
Millie hasn't read a book in 20 years. I don't know what you're asking her for.
What was that? I have just become the trustee of your charity, my friend. You better be jolly quiet.
I haven't read a book in 20 years. I only like Biff and Chip and pop-up pictures.
That's in your back pocket.
Okay, we'll work it out. Okay.
Yeah, there will be downtime. There will be downtime.
Okay.
Especially if you're in Maritz's house, because there is a kind of sofa area.
Oh.
And Millie, is it cold in these homestays? Like, because you said there's no central heating. Do you have a little sort of radiator in each room? Or are we into some hot water bottles and sort of, you know, is it chilly?
Yeah.
Dry chilly?
Yeah, at the moment, they're all saying it's hot, but the weather could change, and easy to get the hot water bottle out.
Okay, perfect.
And you've got duvets and blankets. It's all really cozy.
I was about to say, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Down, Suze. Expectations down.
Bye, everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks very much.
Millie.
Thanks, Millie.
See ya. Thank you, Millie. Bye.
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 I'm waiting for you all to go, Victoria.
Not bad to. Bye.
Oh, Tizzy's got a question.
Okay, just a little question which nobody else would be interested in. Which
Yeah,
is,
goodbye, Victoria.
Bye.
no, it was only because I have to have an EpiPen for wasps. I imagine there won't be many wasps that high up.
I imagine, but you can never. Does the EpiPen?
I will bring it. But it's just something. I think I probably put it on a form somewhere sometime. But it's just something to know that. Yeah, I don't want to be stung by a wasp. And if
you did get stung by a wasp, what is going to happen?
Well, I may go into anaphylaxis, but I've got an EpiPen, and I've also I'll bring Piriton, which is the first stop. But it's just that thing. If somebody kicks up a wasp nest, it's quite serious for me if I get stung.
You're definitely bringing your EpiPen.
No, that's fine. But listen, I've walked on my own through Italy. I'm reasonably philosophical about it. If I die, but you know what I mean. It's hey,
Susie, you're coming home.
I fully intend to come home, but I don't need changes in the euthanasia laws. I know what I do.
Okay.
So good. Thanks very much, Millie. Okay.
Okay. Can't wait to meet you properly and see you on the plane.
Great. Okay. Thanks.
Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.